Anything you want me for do, anything you want me for do, it's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend, it's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me, it's you. Hey, I go shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you. All I know, go let you go. Can you get a thing when I make man crow? You got a kiss to my eye, yeah. Kiss to my eye, yeah. I'm gonna let you go. Can you get a thing when I make man crow? You got a kiss to my eye, yeah. Kiss to my eye, yeah. And every time I go there by you, you want to go buy for you. Because I swear I live for you, live for you, live for you. It's you want to live for you. It's you want to go buy for you. Every time I go stand by you, baby. It's you, it's you. I need a lover and a friend. It's you, it's you. Girl, now your business, nobody do me. It's you. Hey, I was shame for tell you how I feel for you. Hey, girl, now you. Let's build castles. I'm done building some castles.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I see somebody. I was just laughing. My friend Hook. Now you the one there. My alma mater. Oh man, long time. I hope it is you, Manfred Hook. Oh man, you are my colleague from back home, the Albert Academy. I know you can remember for Art 1. Manfred Hook, welcome. I'm glad for getting in touch with you again. You know, it's been a long time. I think you are the only guy, you know. I hope so you don't left that thing. We will talk personally. I will PV you, man. Let you get me number, I'll get you number. Welcome, Manfred. Long time, over probably 30 years ago. Very close friend of mine. Remember those days? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. It's another day, you know. Thank you for coming, for being a part of this broadcast. Thank you for being a good Sierra Leonean, especially for what we see yesterday. We happened in London or the UK, and we see how people demonstrate. We see how people came out, you know. We see how people were able for exercise their civic right, for ensure that you know we put we words and we put we mouth where we money there, because I'm not gonna say most, all of us have relatives back home. You know, the people that I see yesterday, I know they have relatives back home where then they remit monies then, where then they send every now and then for ensure that then people able for get food, able for stabilize with a situation like this we'll get in Sierra Leone. But there are so many things in the way I can see. Why is it, Sierra Leoneans, why is it that we are always, and I will say this always because, as I can always say, I establish me relationship before I begin for talk. I am APC, and I talk. I mean APC. Me not to the one the way they go begin hide under carpet and this. I am APC, and I make it very clear to owner. Say me not APC, but me not to the type of APC where they see bad, I call them good. But why is it every now and then governments there, and they include the APC also when I'm your party and SLPP, every now and then you get people that will not they see the truth. You just have people they will never see the truth. The only thing when they see na them party then they see. I'm talking both APC and SLPP. You get specific set of people the way they na them party there. They know they ever see the bad of them parties there. They will never see it. They are always to look at the good things the way the party they do. You understand? Or the bad things that they do, then they refer and say na good things. I'll put on this way. That is the kind of people that will get in that country. just because they are enjoying. Some of us, 2015, 2016, 2017, we were talking. We were talking about the bad things the way APC they do. We go kick them. We go kick them out of power. We go make them become very unpopular. But what you will see today, and what you don't see these past 5 years, the pauper, they have never condemned anything. We're bad. They've always been supporting. They've always been ascribing good things to them people also. And let me tell you, and I make one submission the last day. It's not going to help them. It is not going to help you guys. These are things will not go ever help you. It's not going to help you. You know what they do? They destroy the party. And I always say this: be objective with whatever thing they do. Be objective. And it help you party. But you know what? Some of them party here, when they see somebody way objective, you know what thing they happen? You get people the way they gang up themselves. And when they gang up themselves against that person, they don't see the fact, we don't see the truth, we they establish some kind of normalcy. You understand? It creates a form of normalcy. But others know they see and that way they. Others they see like say they try for no, you know they try for destroy the party. They try for normalize. You understand? Certain things and way. You know they try for they try for normalize certain things and way the party they do. But some of us they try for normalize things and we try for make things and way with man they call trivialize things. Not to better team, don't forget about it. You trivialize things. Don't forget about it. Not to that important. These are important. No, everything is important when it comes to the voices of the people. When the people don't begin shouting, this is not good. But let me say this: some of you now will not know. You know, they give you an airport, and they talk about two things today. Yes, and I got something where I need for talk about today, but I shall find because there are some information the way I get, last night and this morning where I have for share, and this about the airport and the bakery we need to talk about that bakery where Mother Bio go open. It's sad. It's very unfortunate that a whole lot of people, you understand, the propaganda dangerous. Every party get propaganda. We all get propaganda. You understand? Nobody know the way the last time I make a distinction, I make a description of propaganda. You understand? Me the propagandist sometimes. I can propaganda sometimes. Because if you look at the word propaganda, probably you will come back and say everybody they involved in propaganda. Everybody. We all they involved in propaganda. Now when people they misunderstand the word propaganda, now they feel say propaganda, you get the good aspect of propaganda, you get the bad aspect, the dangerous aspect of propaganda. Go back and do a research, go back and do a study about propaganda. I have done it. So I can say myself sometimes can involve in propaganda. Except you don't know the meaning of propaganda. Then now you go begin feel say propaganda, not only the bad aspect, the dangerous aspect of propaganda now you see. But this government waiting then become professional partner for propaganda, dangerous propaganda, negative propaganda. When they help the nation, they help the people, they help even their own government. Well, things have beginning to happen at the airport. If you don't know this, I want you know this. Things they don't begin. And this message what they tell us, this is coming from outside Sierra Leone, from the Gambia, because we don't say the Gambia, the people that from the Gambia are involved in that airport. If we don't know that, we don't know that today. It is not only in fact the Turkish there. In fact, the Turkish there, they are barely probably workers in that place. Now more of Gambians. But let me tell you what they go on. There are so many things where they go on right now. where some of una no even know. You know, there are things, you know. Let me tell you, when you they do something, but again, I they blame the one they will say that they can't invest. You can't invest in a country where, you know, less than 5,000 tourists in the Kana Salon. If you don't know that, day, less than I get something. Okay, I not lost it. Trend of something. I just information. I just get less than 5,000 tourists. The Kana Salon. That now even at the maximum I make, we not even reach that. You not even reach 3,000. I will say less than 3,000. And when I mean tourists, not to like we where they go salon. We are not tourists. We are nationals. We are talking about people that will not get affiliation with salon. They not get no affiliation with salon. They just want for go because of tourist attraction, because of the beach, because of you know, some of the tourist areas they're within a salon and everything. Would they get less than 5,000 as compared to the Gambia where we big pass, where they get, you understand, where did they get before the pandemic, where did they get over 1 million tourists then, not nationals, tourists the way they go to the Gambia. Where they get less than 5,000 every year where they can a salon. Did these people do that research day before then they go say we want for invest for this airport? Because that is what you check. You check how many people they go to salon. Go to tourists there. We go help the airport. Or they benefit the airport. How many they go to salon? They did not. If they did, probably I don't know what they saw. But the country basically they get less than 5,000 tourists there. Less than that. Where they go salon. But yet, these are people where go invest, make an investment. They're saying $200 and something million when we know they see the returns. They don't begin see it don't pass almost the returns no they come back. That is where the problem don't begin happen right now. You know, the returns where they come not even able for pay staff them. The returns where they come, they're not able for pay. You know, remember say you get people that when are Turkish then, where definitely they should be paid in dollars. You cannot pay them in leons. It's not possible. They should be paid in dollars. Now the returns where they come in cannot pay the workers. Both nationals, when I say unions, when I them in the family, and the international, they can't pay staff because of the returns where they come in. How many flights where they can a salon? How many flights they can a salon? This morning I see one unity, you know, but now one of the negative propagandist machine where the SLPP they use unity broadcasting. They put say not because Air France not left because of the government, they left because of business. Oh yes, I can agree with you now. It's because of business reason. And the business reason now the fact say una they charge so high because the returns where they come not able for meet the standards there where they right now because trading at the locals then they pay. Now you get international workers there where they at the airport where they pay now. Where they Turkish then where they pay. And you have to pay them in dollars. So you're not able for so una they hike the amount of what they call per passengers and the airlines can't afford it. They say they're going to pull out. So what you tell me say not because of government policies. It is because of government policies. That is why Air France they left in October. They are moving out in October because of the policies where they don't lay down because of the things that we involved. So you get for B say probably less than 5 flights that they can at salon. Now you go get for B like less than that. So the Suma group don't begin grumble now. They don't begin grumble because they cannot afford to pay staff because of the number of flights the way they can at Saloon. They will come and deny it because we all know the SLPP one thing they're good at now for lie and deny what they happen underneath. Oh yes, something is going on, something is brewing underneath with regards to the airport. They cannot afford. It will take time just now when the airport when issues and begin come like maintenance. They cannot because the returns when they come can't match up. They are locals. You pay locals. You pay local people there. Now, how many staff win are international staff? Where you get for pay. And you don't have the returns. You don't have it. It is not there. Let's see what they happen. So now white elephant. It is white elephant now all the see so. But underneath it is what? Skeleton. Now skeleton. You just see like when you make a grave, you don't make the grave so nice outside. You know, you don't paint them, you don't get tiles there, you get what they call headstone. But what it inside are bones, then inside that grave, the bones. That is what is happening to that airport right now as I speak to you guys. Now white elephants, they just paint and this and that. But inside there is nothing going on. There is trouble inside. But we're not going to know this very soon. The information is soon outside Saloon. Outside Saloon. Trouble don't begin there at the airport. There is problem. The amount where they twinkle inside, don't begin tell the one the way they run the airport say, this is not a good investment. It is not a wise investment. We say less than 5,000 tourists then they come inside Saloon. Now we Google, now we see how many when them then they come. Now I want to Google all. If you know which we Google, now we see how many people that they go na Rwanda. You understand? Tourists visit. Now all they do it together in Rwanda. 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 Go see how many tourists that they visit Rwanda per year. Okay, let's put per year. I think it will give you exactly what you want. Okay, then tell me how much money Rwanda they make every year on tourists. You know how much? $212 million US. They said no, in 2020 Rwanda generated around $212 million in the tourist sector alone. He said this corresponds to 1.5% of its gross domestic product, the GDP. So if you get $212 million on tourism alone, $212 million in 2020 alone, it will give you the average how many tourists they go to Rwanda. Because I know I try for fair, but I don't want for waste time for let we see. Yes. I mean try to see. I don't want for waste time. But if a country they make in as much as we not say not much, but again you want to know the size of Rwanda to the size of Sierra Leone. Rwanda they can size Sierra Leone 2.5 times. If you don't know that, I want you know that today. Sierra Leone big past Rwanda way twice. The square feet of Sierra Leone, we all know say that 27,000 and more, 27,000, I think, 699 square miles. Sierra Leone, we take them round and everything. Now, 27,699 square miles. Rwanda na 10,169 square miles. So Rwanda they can size Sierra Leone twice. But until we say tourism alone, they are making what? $212 million what they make in 2020 alone. $212 million just in tourism alone. And they make that money there. We know they get reach 5,000 tourists. 5,000. We know they even make $1 million in tourism. We know they make $1 million. Let's put on that way there. A country where they cancel we own country 2 times and they left back. 2 times. Now in Rwanda they cancel Salon. We can even say 2.5 times. Because we are 27,000, then at 10,100, 2.5 times. Now in Rwanda they go inside Salon. But yet in 2020 they make $212 million in tourism alone. The agricultural sector there, when they make money they back. Then they export agricultural stuff them, goods then they export them from Rwanda to other countries. And people go make investment in a salon where they not even check. They not even check. They don't pass 3 o'clock. But me, if I grab, I not drink coffee. I don't become so addicted. Me hate the heart. $212 million. The agricultural sector back. I know probably I will take one day and talk about the agricultural sector where also then they make money. But I tell you, for just go watch them gorillas, you know they get a big gorillas here. So you know how much for go watch them gorilla then they $1,000. If you want to go watch the gorillas at the mountain, where you get a tour guide where they can go, one person for $1,000. These people are making money on tourism. Tourists then they go to Rwanda because they want for hold on lah. I put this thing. Sorry about it. These people are making money on tourism alone. $212 million. You get these guys, big full one, they're not can actually. I don't know if they do some feasibility studies, because anything they do a feasibility study first. Forget data where go make you negotiate. Because when you get the data, it go for give you the leverage for negotiate. For know exactly what thing go be your margin, your profit margin, what thing go because all that thing that they for them before you they go negotiate you for don't get all that. I don't know if you then do that one day. I don't know. You always forget an edge when you go negotiate. You forget an upper hand when you go make a negotiation. They go to, I'll tell you one story about this guy I saw with them call. I don't know what his name himself Nikios Toma. They call her I think I named down the Nikios Toma. If you don't look the movie, the gods must be crazy. The guy will be one of the main actors, Nikios Toma. We don't most pay for that movie day. $300. $300. That movie they make over $50 million. $50 million, over $50 million. The gods must be crazy. Now that movie they make. But you know almost they pay Nikios Toma $300 for that movie there. When they negotiate, you always for dinner a point wherein you get an advantage by the negotiation. But when you see Nick Stoma, he not go school, number one, he not understand, number two, a village boy, he come up from the village and go put out for character movie there, he don't know nothing. The man died a pauper. He died a pauper. I want to let you do the investigation about that. He died a pauper. Now the same thing you get this other guy, and the name I don't forget. Remember that song? We always in fact he did every time. I not me not a good singer, I know Sabi sing well, you know, so I not even attempt. But we all know the South African music what they talk about. Now the same thing, that music they make money all around the world. At the end of the day, you know what happen? You picking they stand for after we don't die. They stand. I think they may get some royalty. I don't understand. They get some royalty. But when you negotiate at the point of weakness, you cannot. Now I make people that say, oh, APC they too the what they call them not realistic. You know what they put forward for negotiate not realistic. You know realistic. Everybody, if you don't get an advantage where you don't put forward for negotiate, you are going to lose in that negotiation. You for always be at the advantage. Same thing with this guy. He said die a pauper. He died a very poor man until in Peking they come up, they give for rise up for him. I think get some royalty out of that. Because everybody was using that music, they benefit themselves. They sing and most of the languages there and all of them in a day. But the man not able to forget anything out of it. He died a pauper. These are two examples where they tell you, so where they go, where they negotiate. Me and you, who they negotiate. Any job where they take, and they negotiate at the point of advantage. Not ever negotiate at the point of weakness. Always negotiate at the point of your advantage. Any job where they take now, yeah, and they negotiate at an advantage point. Where then they ask me what you are fixing at the amount of money where they expect, right? And they put a higher amount. Because the negotiation, they know they discard, they go negotiate with you now. You know, when like this we're able for pay, I know we take this. I know take this. Negotiate always at the point of advantage. You dey sell your property, you dey sell your land. Negotiate at the point of advantage. Don't negotiate at the point of weakness. Don't allow let somebody see say you need money. And one of the mistake where people they make in a salon, I'll tell you the mistake where people they say that. You don't already tell the people that say you get a need. Oh man, you don't already give that person the advantage. That person they don't get advantage over you already. Because you know say you are in dire need. And say you know what they do? They give a low ball. Yeah, that's what we call a low ball. It starts from a very low point because you are in need. Not always allow the person know say you are in need when you sell a product, when you sell something. Let not know say you don't need. When once you know say you don't need, they don't done. You don't give up the advantage over you. You don't get edge again. You don't negotiate now. You understand as a weak point, at the weakest of your points. Then I think you negotiate so. Because you don't already show to them say you are in need. You know, these people go negotiate, they don't know how much flight they can as alone. They don't know the passenger rate where they can as alone. You don't know, you just go negotiate, you know even what they call. At the end of the day, a weak negotiation, and now returns and where they come in. Not they indicate say they can even pay their own staff at the end of the month. They can't. We don't know how much they pay the international staff. The one they will come out na the Turkey. The one they will come out from the Gambia. We don't know how much they pay them, but one thing one know is they are not able to meet the demands. There is a problem. Oh. If they know they tell you, there is a problem at the airport. They know that. They know say there is a problem at the airport. There are certain things and the way they go on. Let me tell you something. I tell people them one thing. I say it go take 2 decades. 2 decades. And it will be more than that now because these few months we then get for day, it will destroy the economy the more. And see they say dollar don't come down, well it don't begin go up back. It don't begin stretch the limit back. And people are suffering. This morning I see a video now from the southeast. Big mommy, old mommy, they cry for cold rest na money. This are from the southeast, so old mommy. We're not an old mommy to that. You go there around them, probably 55 going to us, you know. They cry for cold rest in the morning. The pikin and thief the cold rest in the hand. They cry, they can't complain for cold rest in the morning. We have not started. We have not started yet. We have not done anything yet. We have not started yet. Trust me. We'll not start it. We'll just begin the journey. We will have not gone anywhere yet. Let me tell people then, let me tell you something. This thing, for the next 2 decades, you cannot overcome what these people have done in 5 years. For the next 2 decades. For the next 2 decades, we will still continue to clear the mess they don't left behind. It will be a daunting task for the next president to get for camp. A daunting task. So I want to know this. And yesterday I talked about the $25 way they put in our head. We none of we all I'm waiting at $25. But don't forget about it. Yes. They add up, and I give example of somebody will be the thief 1 cent from each account in the United States, 1 cent from each person. It sum up to close to like $16 million. I don't. At the end of the day, somebody go find out. You know, 1 cent, you go feel not a better thing. But this person has said, the bank official, which you do begin check all the records they see, then they take 1 cent from each person account. It send an alarm. Then he reports to him boss. Say this thing in a trend where they go. Then they take 1 cent from each person. Then banks then begin notice that. All banks then begin. Most banks then begin notice. Say yes, there is 1 cent missing from each person account. Remember when they take 1 cent, it sum up to close to $16 million. This one a long time ago, over 15 probably years ago, where we listening to that. What's them called that news day? You bomb from Israel. Israel na they do this thing. It will take some time. Well, $25 not a better thing, this and that. But it add up. I always say it add up. $25 it add up. Besides, one thing I believe the American for, it is fet for anything. Except now 1 cent, you charge them. It is fet if you're not supposed to pay that 1 cent. It is fet for that 1 cent. This is not just free money they give to them. Free money. After you don't pay, you know how much you pay your ticket. You know how much money you pay. Almost close to probably $1,000. It's on taxes normal. Which how you go? Almost on $1,000 on taxes normal. You've paid that amount of money in taxes, then they can't charge you back, same amount back, then they can't charge you back outside. Is that fair? But we accept them. Some of us will accept, we'll forget, don't forget, now just $25,000, just $25, waiting around it. Don't forget. But you know, when somebody take advantage by you, it's difficult for make you forgo that disadvantage did to you. They give up a disadvantage to me. But we accept everything. And that is why we do how we did today, because we accept everything. We don't care. We add price, we don't forget, we don't move on. We move on. We move on. Now so they don't do te ude usa ude so they like today. But the next thing I want to talk about now the bakery. Yeah, God. The bakery where mother be go open, where them put bread there, put waiting and call. Somebody go there for go buy bread. You know what they put at the front? To be open soon. You know, some of us, Lord, will be careful what you will put in the media and what you will do. The last attack, I say, well, Lord, see how this me. I always left loopholes for myself. I always talk. The last time I make a broadcast about that, I say, Lord, they see how the thing they go. And this week, I they tell you so where the person go there. This week, where them go there to be open soon. Who side them pull them bread and they will them be put in that shop there? Who side them pull them bread and they? Some of una, when una not get anything for do, you know, and I make I say me, if I get opportunity, most of them guys are within the media, so I will kick their asses them all out of that media day. They're not worth anything. Now so you get that guy who call himself, he say, I don't kill for calling him because I don't kill for give somebody an opening for make I begin for publishing him. He say his name Abdul Fonti. But then all they send all them tears so for begin kind of talk nonsense. Negative propaganda. Now this we call bad image for your country. Bad image. It's a devil lies. Now let anybody go there now. If you not go meet to be open soon. Now the inscription where they to be open soon. Let me tell you one thing. When you have people where can just feel say they get edge over Sierra Leone. Look, the Sierra Leone are not stupid anymore. We keep talking about say we fool this and that, but the common Sierra Leone are not stupid anymore. We're not. Although sometimes you can behave stupid, but we are not stupid. Because our actions, the way we take sometimes now stupid actions. You know me say we are stupid mentally. No. Now stupid actions that we take no more over certain issues then for country. Some man because of what? Material benefit. Some man because of favor. You want to favor him. You want the government favor him. Some man because you want to get something. We're all not the same anyway. It is all about having an advantage. That is all, having an advantage. To be open soon. So the bakery not open it too. The bakery is to be open soon. And still they. Who side them pull? You see, and this I say na negative propaganda this. Na negative. One, they help the nation. It damage the credibility of a nation. It damage the credibility of those people where we don't put them in it. It damage them credibility. And these are people like Abdul Fonti. Me, I don't listen myself. I don't get time for listening. I don't get time. I don't listen. In as much as I can let for listening to people, then, but you know what? When you become so negative, I know they listen to you because you understand. It dampen my spirits, and they dilute my mind. I know they listen. There are certain people and the way as I see in video cancel, I don't delete them straight because I don't want to be tempted. Safe. I don't delete them. To be open soon, and it's not operating. You know, things like that day, where president not even president for go paneti, not even vice president for go paneti that day, but you know when they look for when they look for recognition every side. It's not a tiny thing you go there for recognition. Look, anybody who they doing work, they go and then nonsense thing that day. For let them go recognize you. They go and then nonsense. When a private entity, it is not open yet. It is to be open soon. When is soon? Now we don't know it. When is soon? Rwanda the Kansai Salon 2.5 times. 2.5 times. Now Rwanda the Kansai Salon. In fact, now 3/4 in the Kansai Salon. But yet, 2020, they make $212 million on tourism alone. I make that foolish Memuna to I didn't call her Memuna to win the kind of when I be the former minister of tourism. They can't talk nonsense, sabi shit. Almost people they don't influence for cancer alone. Almost the tourist advantage. What it gets over Sierra Leone in the past 5 years? Nothing. Less than 5,000 tourists in Canada alone. Less than 5,000. So me sometimes when people like to say, oh this, this, they bother me, because you know what? As I see and so I know say this na negative propaganda, this na dangerous propaganda. We they help the nation. They even help your own party. And they say so. Paran writes the EU. I know saying that the EU now they responsible. Now they pay the parliamentarians. Don't write the EU. Well, they don't organize and this and that. Now the EU tell them say, well, the elections, we still they work on the elections, not credible. So we not feel say we will support anything for now. I wanna be they make bluff. Paran, I wanna all be they make bluff. Una go spend the money now. Una pay the member of parliament say. Now EU now they pay. Now they pay member of parliament in a salon. Well, una go spend the money now for pay the member of parliament say. And EU they carve something very soon for make the opposition very relevant. This now authentic information that they give una. The EU they carve out something for make the opposition very relevant. They do not die out. Una feel say una education una get down under the mango tree. Paran you doctor we get under the mango tree. Una feel say they work with the international community. Okay, Lord they see all the weights. I like I always say people now Lord they see all the weights. Lord they observe. We observe, we know they talk boku, Lord they observe no more waiting they go on. They are setting an example. They know what will happen again in West Africa. What will happen at Salon Seal? They know what will happen again in West Africa. They will set, not even in West Africa, even in the world. Because there are South American countries and back who involved for the same thing who involved for crook elections. There are countries in Asia who involved for crook elections. They will not allow that to happen again. They are going to set an example. Liberia they get elections just now November, then they get an elections. Ghana get for get elections. Senegal get for get elections. Other countries in back get for now West Africa get for get elections. They don't want less Sierra Leone election result more than other countries than they. So other countries and other president then go get for see and no say, oh, this thing for mistake, now this thing will happen to me. We know say they don't begin saying David Francis, but he go get the shock of in life for let them ignore and most of the places there. But we go get the result. They don't say now for go out for go begin, talk on behalf of the government. But it's not going to work. I can tell you this because one, you know go lie pan there, give equivalent lie pan there, because now the people were in Sierra Leone. Not over there, they're not in Sierra Leone. The Qatar Foundation was there. The EU representative was there, and then sent a minister for that matter. A minister, not a minister, a representative of a parliament was there. I heard the delegation, so they see everything. Other groups say, we can help. They see what happen. You cannot go and lie on them again. You can't lie to them. Because they have seen all. They have seen it all. So I don't know what David Francis they go do, what he get for go tell them and whatever. Now so these people lie say APC na terrorist organization. The thing where these people they don't do, the thing where they wire don't do. Go lie, write a whole pamphlet, link APC with Hezbollah. Some of una don't hear, they know they come out, you know they, if una been there me podcast them before or me broadcast them before, una go live by APC say then get link with Hezbollah Lebanon. These people are evil. They're evil. They were. But the bakery, you know, they operate. Somebody this week, Monday, we want to go buy bread day for say no more get a taste. Then learn picking then get a taste. A go there to be open soon. To be open soon. I still did it. And they left security day. Security day. Evil people. Evil people. Why you for even involved when you know say at the end of the day people will have to know it? But yet, you know, ladies and gentlemen, I go get for left and I then 2 no more one level. Tomorrow now they come with waiting, you know, the preparation what we don't make with regards to what before don't talk about yesterday, but because of the demonstration yesterday as shift time on and today, you know, we get this. But basically, let me tell you something. That airport is not doing well. It is not doing well. Few flights than the can as alone. Very few, with few passengers then. It is not doing well. People are boycotting now. We're going to Guinea. Yes, Sierra Leoneans say. Then they pass now Guinea now. Then they boycott. Then they come through Guinea. Because it's cheaper. I tell you, when me border ready for small border ready for come. You understand that when I check for the ticket from here, now Florida here to Sierra Leone, it is what? 200 and something. 2,000 something. When I check the ticket from Florida to Guinea, you know how much it cost me? $800 and something. You see the difference? 1,000 something difference. $800 and something. Now the ticket cost from Florida to Guinea. So if you miss a phone for go salon, I go left for pay $800. I pay $2,000. No, my father will be coming very soon, and I'm telling you, he's not going to go through that airport. He's going to go through the Guinea airport because it's cheaper. It cost me. It not cost me more than $1,000. I can't pay $2,000. No. From Salon to Guinea, basically it will cost less than $100. $100 that will cost for make it go Guinea. Where even at them two, if at them two they go, we get possibly gonna old par now. Possibly for go left, it will cost them like $100. And it cost me less than $1,000 for buy a ticket to Guinea for Canada, United States. Then I go pay $2,000 some $100 from Florida from Salon to Florida for me daddy. I can't do that. I can't afford. I can afford it, but I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't support this government in anything. There's no way I will support this government in anything. I'm already doing it because any money what they send, you understand, and they pay tax on it. But I will never consciously support this government in anything. The only reason why they support Nadande because I can't starve my family, and you self can't starve your family. But there is nothing else I will ever support this government on. Nothing. I will never. They're an illegitimate government. Illegitimate. I will not support them in any way. I will support them basically on this because I have to send money to my relative, and anytime I send it 1 cent, they get taxes the way they go to government. So now make people then say, well, when I support, I am supporting the government indirectly because I don't get alternative again. There is no way if I get alternative, I will not even, if I get a means why they send a Guinea, then bring a kind of salon, I'll do it. Because I don't want to let them enjoy nothing. Me 1 cent, I don't want to let them eat. When you begin for support illegitimacy, you understand, other people go get the owners for say, I mean, say they come back and they can't do the same thing. I will not support them in anything. But I don't want to go beyond 1 hour. Trust me, I don't want to go beyond 1 hour. So I will cut the curtain here. So thank you so much for coming. But tomorrow definitely I hope nothing will happen. I hope nothing will happen by tomorrow. Sorry, it seems always like this. Okay. I hope nothing will happen tomorrow. Then I will talk about the issues. I say so. Basically, ladies and gentlemen, I want for stop now so far. I go draw down the curtain on here and hope say we go meet again tomorrow and address some issue. So good night and be safe. If you're in a salon, please be safe. You understand? We want good health for now. We want everything for happen for now, and we are going to take the fight because now we no more going for take the fight thing for now. You know, it just remember like yesterday somebody they say, hey, Salon una self una get. No, they have done theirs. Sierra Leoneans they don't do their own. Now it don't let the fight don't left on diasporans now because anybody do on a salon they kill them, then they imprison them, then they brutalize them. The fight it don't left to we are in the diaspora. Then nobody not say, oh salon people that wanna get for una want. They have done there. They have been killed. We have not been killed. Sierra Leoneans have been killed. Some are in prison right now as I speak. Some were intimidated, like people like Femi Cledoskol. He lost empathy because that's what I would say. Them deprived empathy. They paid the price. Sierra Leoneans have paid the price not once, not twice. More than almost 10 times they have paid the price in that country. We the only thing we get for doing that for take excuse that we job say or lost one paycheck. You understand? That is the worst we can wait and call. But we have not been killed. Take a flight, pay flight, go protest. But people are being killed back there. So not ever talk. Let person not talk say Salon well you don't left now. No, he left to we the diasporans and now he left to now. I can tell you for free. And before I go, the last thing I go say. We need parliamentarians. When I stop for, especially the APC parliamentarians. I wish they were independent, but they don't allow independent. But some of us are willing to put our money where we must day. Me don't propose. Me and my wife we don't propose. Say every month we are going to give $100 towards caring for the parliamentarians. Every month $100. But I need for know a specific, you understand, committee where they don't set or an individual where the party don't set say now this and this could take care of money affairs. Whether not the United States here, who's are we there? But it has to come from the party. The party therefore talk say now this person we don't agree say go collect any money na the United States. I have gone through this. So I know what they talk. I have gone through this. We're giving money to people at the end of the day, then people then they eat them money then they. And the one they want for benefits out of them, but they are not. But we are going to give $100 every month towards caring for not only parliamentarians but all the other. So if 1,000 people give $100 every month, you know what they make? They make a whole lot. How much more? We more than that. We they seek for sanity in that country. They were more than that. And to give for taking care of those people who decide say they are not going to parliament, those people who decide say they are not going to council, those people mayors who decide say we are not going to perform our duty because we don't respect this illegitimacy. We are going to give money to those people. It might not be much, but you put $100 and other people that put their own and this and that, it goes a long way. It goes a long way. But we need somebody way credible. We need somebody way, where we know say financially, you understand, and not to them people that will go take and turn into union, but it go pass out on to the right channel. I think that is what we want, and I hope we get that. And if somebody get that, then PV me, man. We can talk about it and we'll address that. But I will not give my money anymore to anybody like that. No, it's not going to happen. I work for my money very hard. My wife works for her house very hard. So we're not going to just give her money to anything and somebody go sit down and eat her. No, it's not going to happen. We want a conducive atmosphere. We want a channel wherein a credible channel we go help, and the party get for come out, and that is why I want to have people that we trust, where get credibility. Well, we're not. I'm not gonna call the word trust. I hate for use that word trust. I like for use the word way. Now, possible way I get respect for. I not like for use the word, trust. Trust is very, very strong word. Very, very strong word. When I say I trust you, like I can always say, the only person who I trust in APC now Dr. Samuel Kamara. Then I can tell you because I don't see in behavior. But I always careful why they use the word trust. So where I respect, you understand? And they are two different words, You can say they're the same, but they're not. For me, they are not. Respect and trust are two different words. Okay then, ladies, gentlemen, take care.